If you're into your clubbing, I'm really interested to know whether you realize this, but generally what you wear at clubs is much more important in terms of people judging you and deciding whether you fit in and whether they'll like you than, what you wear when you're out and about in other environments. And there are three main reasons for this. So the first one is that it tends to be very low lighting clubs, which cast shadows on your face, which kind of hides facial expressions, emotions. So people find it much more difficult to judge you that way. And then secondly, in a similar fashion, the music tends to be very loud, so people can't hear you as well. They can't hear your voice, your tone of voice, your intonation, that sort of thing. So they don't really have that in their armory to judge you as they would do normally when you're out and about in much quieter environments. And then also the constant movement in clubs. People don't tend to sit still unless it's in the smoking area, but if you're sort of on the dance floor, near the dance floor, you'll tend to be like moving quite a lot. So that constant movement again makes it more difficult for people to make accurate judgments about you using the ways that they would normally do when you're not in a club, if you're kind of much more still. So the main way, and what takes on a much greater importance, that people will judge you and decide if they fit in and whether they're going to like you and you'll get along, is your clothing and what you're wearing. So the silhouette, the fit, what kind of style it is, how colourful it is, their logos, emblems, how subtle or minimal or kind of bold and crass your clothing is. So it's really interesting that what you're wearing in a club takes on much, much greater importance than it would do in pretty much any other environment where you don't have the low light, the high noise and constant movement. I don't know how many of you know this, but yeah, leave a comment and let me know if you were fully aware of this. It's really quite fascinating.